Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Amazing Alex Eala tops monthly Philippine sports achievers. Philippines. Tennis sensation Alex Eala served an ace for the Philippines on the big stage in March. Playing as a wild card, the 19-year-old Eala shocked the world and bundled out one big gun after another to highlight her historic run in the Miami Open in Florida. On her way to the semis, the No. 140-ranked Pinoy toppled a slew of marquee opponents in former French Open champion Jelena Ostapenko in the second round, 7-6, 7-5. No. 5 and reigning Australian Open queen Madison Keys in the third round, 6-4, 6-2, and No. 2 and 5-time Grand Slam champion Iga Swiatek in the quarterfinals, 6-2, 7-5. Though Jessica Pegula ended her giant killing spree in the last four, Eala came out of the WTA 1000 event as one of the game's fast-rising stars. She also holds the honors as the first Filipino in the Open era to beat a player in the WTA top 5 and the first Filipino woman to break into the top 100, soaring to No. 75 on account of her star-making stint in Miami. For this, Eala earned the nod as the Philippine Sports Writers Association's top achiever for March 2025. Triumphs in other fronts complemented the smashing feat of the talented Rafa Nadal Academy product. Reigning world 9-ball titleist Rubelin flexed her muscle in winning 2 tournaments one weekend in Las Vegas, the Women's Challenge of Champions, at the expense of Russia's Kristina Kach and the Las Vegas Women's Open over China's Han Yu. Melvin Jerusalem successfully defended his WBC world minimum weight belt with a unanimous decision, 118-110, 116-112, 119-109, over Japanese rival Yude Shigeoka in their grudge match in Japan. Jerusalem retained his spot alongside IBF strawweight kingpin Pedro Tadaran in the small club of reigning Filipino world boxing title holders. Rookie pro Adric Chan delivered one of Philippine golf's worthiest achievements in months by ruling the Lexus Challenge in the Asian Development Tour, held in Vietnam. Chan shot a final round 4 under par 67 to beat countryman Juvik Pegunson and 2 others in a tight contest for the crown and $15,700 winner's purse. In the PBA, TNT beat Barangay Ginebra in a dramatic Game 7 that went into overtime, 87-83, to win the Commissioner's Cup Championship. Guard Ray Nambatak was adjudged finals most valuable player. Alex topping the monthly Philippine sports achievers list, focusing on her impact, her rise, and how she's become a symbol of national pride. Amazing Alex Eala tops Philippine sports achievers with grace, grit, and glory. There's a certain magic in hearing your name rise above the rest, not just as a champion on court, but as a beacon of national pride. This month, the spotlight belongs entirely to Alex Eala, who has been named the top Philippine sports achiever, outshining a field of world-class athletes, Olympians, and hometown heroes. But for Eala, this isn't just another headline. It's a celebration of a journey filled with sweat, serves, sacrifice, and the dreams of an entire nation. And what a ride it has been! From Manila to the world. At just 19 years old, Alex Eala has already accomplished more than most athletes dream of in a lifetime. A product of the prestigious Rafa Nadal Academy, she has trained alongside some of the world's finest players, taking notes from the greats while forging her own fearless path. But even as she walks the same courts as legends, Eala never forgets where she comes from. Every time I step on court, I carry the Philippines with me, she once said, and it shows. With her fiery forehand, fierce backhand, and a mindset honed through years of international competition, Alex has carved out space for herself in the global tennis spotlight, and more importantly, in the hearts of millions of Filipinos. A month of magic. So why Eala this month? The numbers speak for themselves. A semifinal finish at a WTA 125 tournament in Portugal. A career-high ranking of world No. 73, the highest ever for a Filipina in WTA history. And then there's the win over a top 30 seed at the Miami Open that had even international commentators buzzing with awe. But it's not just about stats. It's about spirit. It's about how she fought off 6 match points in one heart-stopping match. How she smiled through the pressure. How she turned every post-match interview into a thank you speech for her team, her fans, and her country. There's a reason she's being called the Southern Storm. She's not just winning, she's whirling through barriers, smashing expectations, and reshaping how the world sees Philippine sports. Inspiring the next generation. Eala's rise comes in a time when Filipino youth need more than role models. They need proof. Proof that being from an archipelago thousands of miles away from tennis power centers doesn't mean you're out of the game. Now, across barangays and sports courts from Quezon City to Zamboanga, kids are swinging rackets a little harder. Coaches are showing footage of Eala's footwork, her strategy, her poise. Her name is being whispered with reverence. She's not just playing tennis. She's igniting possibility. A humble heart. In a recent interview, when told she had topped the monthly Philippine Sports Achievers list, Eala laughed, almost shyly. "Wow," she said. "That's amazing. Honestly, I'm just trying to be better every day. If that inspires people, that's the best kind of win." And that's who Alex is. For all the international acclaim, she remains grounded, more excited about her next training session than her last trophy, more interested in growth than glory. She's a student of the game, a warrior of discipline, and a queen of humility. Filipina power. Redefined. There's something deeply powerful in seeing a young woman rise to the top in a sport traditionally dominated by the West. Alex Eala isn't just defying odds. She's redefining what it means to be a Filipina athlete on the world stage. She's showing that grace and grit aren't opposites. That kindness and competitiveness can coexist. That elegance and power don't have to be separate. In a country where basketball headlines often dominate, Eala has done the unthinkable. She's made tennis cool again. And more than that, she's made it feel Filipino. A legacy in motion. It's easy to forget that Eala is still at the beginning of her journey. Topping the monthly Philippine Sports Achievers list is a milestone, but it's only the start of a much larger legacy. Grand Slam appearances are on the horizon, Olympic dreams glimmer in the distance. And somewhere in the not-so-distant future, perhaps even a WTA title with her name engraved in history. But Alex Eala isn't rushing. She's taking it one match, 1 point, one serve at a time. Like a true champion. Tributes pour in. As the announcement spread, tributes poured in from across the sporting world.